What up, headphone homies? It's Jason here from Custom Cans, and last week a representative from iFi or their promo department or something said we've got this little tiny DAC amp called the Go Bar. Would you like to have a go on it? Now then, I've not really listened to loads of DACs and amps, but I do quite fancy one of these, and I don't have a lot of money, so when they said they'd send me a free one to have a go on, I'm like, oh, yes please. So, got one here. We'll just unpack it now, we'll see what you get in the box, have a quick look at it. Then I think I should use it for its intended purpose and get out and play with it for a couple of days. Have a listen to some harder to drive headphones, some stuff that won't run off the house brick of doom very nicely, because that's really what I'm hoping for from this. Something that I can run balanced headphones on the move without too much clutter. You know, you see those people with those big stacks, and I don't want that. I want something that will go in my pocket. I can get about my daily business, but also test headphones, that kind of thing, while I'm out and about, which would be pretty cool. But just looking on the back, it supports quite a lot of different standards. So you've got PCM, DSD, DXD, MQA. All of those it will decode, which is pretty cool, and it will run balanced and unbalanced. Now, I've noticed on the back here they've stuck a little sticker over the spec, so maybe they made a mistake initially, and then rather reprinting the box, they've just stuck a sticker over the back of it, which is, I'm tempted to peel that off and find out what they've changed, but I won't for the time being. Let's get this badger open. Am I gonna... Oh, a bit's falling out. Cool. Right, so cardboard box. Cardboard inner packaging, which is nice. We're liking cardboard. Yeah, it's got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got eco stamped in the packaging. But yeah, I like it. You know, we're trying to be better. We're trying to pack everything in cardboard boxes and use paper tape rather than plastic sellotape and that kind of thing. Just trying to reduce the amount of plastic. So we've got a little cardboard box with a little tiny cute case. Look at that. So yeah, you know, if you've got it's small enough that I don't think you really need a little belt clip in there. I think that'll just go in your pocket. But isn't that cute? Little cute case in there. And it looks like it's big enough, but it doesn't look long enough. Must be. Let's have a go. Oh, polystyrene. Could have got rid of that. And that. Ah, look at that! It's all cutched up in there in a little inner thing. And then you got room for your cables in the outside. Ah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Cable-wise, what have we got? We have got a USB-C to Lightning. I'm not an Apple person, but I think that's Lightning. Which my wife will steal, no doubt. And a USB-C to USB-A. And I think a USB-C to USB-C, so I can plug it into my phone, which is a USB. So looking at the thing, we've got a 4.4 balanced and a single-ended 3.5. Looks like it's got a little switch here to switch between balanced and single-ended. Volume controls, and with your eyes shut, they're raised slightly, so because I'm just thinking this is going to be in your pocket. You're going to want to press the buttons in your pocket and mess around with stuff. So it looks like they're, yeah, you can distinguish where they are because you've got that switch there, so you can tell which is up and which is down. Yes, passes the pocket test, which is good. On the back, it looks like you've got tiny weeny little LEDs that will show you what bit rate and decoding method you are using, as well as X space, whatever that is, and X bass. I know what X bass will be. Mo bass, baby. And X space, I imagine, makes it sound a bit more spacious and open and airy. We will see. It'll be interesting to try some open back and some closed backs on these. But yeah, you know, it's a nice, you know, compared to my house brick of a mobile phone, it's a nice size. So yeah, so in theory, I should be able to plug that into there. Plug that into my phone and run upstairs and steal a balanced 4.4 cable from something to try with some headphones. Leave it with me. I'm going to live with this for a couple of days, and then I will let you know how it was to use, what it sounded like, whether it could drive. I'm going to try with loads of different headphones, what it's like driving headphones. We'll go from there. So I will see you in a couple of days.
I saw a cute pup ball at the coffee shop. I asked, can I pet it? She said, me or the dog. I said, whoa. Quick wit, she said, pull up a chair. I've got 1,000 dad jokes I've been wanting to share. She had me in stitches, fully tickled, hotter than Portman, funnier than Rickles. She said, my friends are in town tonight and we're all going out. They're Swedish and single and I'm showing them around. You wanna come with? You seem cool in our seat. That's when I broke the news, honey. I can't party. I can't party. Party. should really reconsider. My friends.
So I've been living with this little nugget of joy for just over a week, and I've tried it with loads of different headphones. A lot of the prototypes we've been working on. Some of them are pretty difficult to drive. I've tried some 250 ohm ones. You've actually got a little gain control on here, so you can set it to high gain for some of the more difficult to drive stuff. I've been running it all balanced. I haven't tried the single-ended, but balanced is really what I wanted this for. Works fine with my phone. My phone has a very big battery, so that's not really I'm not sure how it affects the battery life, but it ran fine off my phone. The weird thing was when I plugged it in, it detected it as a USB camera, but the sound came out just fine. It's a bit odd. Sound-wise, it's really nice. It's almost like a little valve amp. It's kind of warm and chocolatey. Like the bass is really good and textured. The mids are pretty good. It's not super crisp in the highs, but yes, it's a more of a kind of laid out, a bit like a valve amp. You know, everything's kind of rounded off a little bit and nice and warm. You can fiddle around with it a little bit. You can press buttons on the side to change the algorithm slightly that it's using to decode it, which will give you a little bit more crispness or something. But all of them are pretty like, ooh, nice. So it's a nice, warm, relaxing sound. You know, the difference between amps and DACs is very small, but I would say this is definitely on the warmer side rather than the crisper side. Worked with all the different formats I tried, worked really nicely balanced. The only thing I would say is maybe this cable is too short or not flexible enough, or it could do with a 90-degree thing, because it's just never seems to sit nicely in your pocket with that, and the cable isn't long enough for you to use the little case. So if they had a longer cable, you could have the case on your thing and loop it through from your phone to the case. But that's you buy a little cable for a few quid, but this will get you going. But yeah, really having the 4.4 balanced on the go, being able to drive headphones, make them sound good, because they always sound a little bit disappointing just off a phone, especially with these bigger ones. The volume doesn't go up high enough and they don't have that full kind of bass weight that you'd expect. But yeah, it's good. Very pleased with it. I think this is about $330 to $450 depending on where you find it. But yeah, I've seen a few places selling it for around $330. So it's not the cheapest thing in the world, and I'm certainly glad that I got sent one to test, because I probably wouldn't have forked out that much, but that's because I'm a horrible cheapskate. But yeah, I think it's good. It's very small, it's very portable. It's a weird form factor that doesn't quite fit in my pocket with the phone. If it was slimmer and wider, maybe that would be better, but I suppose it's just packaging. You've got all the components in there, and they've just shrunk it down to the smallest size they can. The text on the back is pretty difficult to read. Like, you have to get it in the right light in order to read it. So yeah, the text is difficult to read. Once you understand what it's all about, the LEDs change colour depending on what decoding method you're using. Additional lights come on as you go up the volume range, and the little X bass and X bass things come on when you activate those. So yeah, so once you kind of got the hang of what the LEDs mean, it's okay. But yeah, certainly unless you've got light shining at just the right angle, it's pretty difficult to read what the text says on there, because it's black on a gunmetal grey. But yes, it's good. My final thoughts is, yes, if you want to use balanced headphones, like some pretty big chunky headphones, this has got a decent output. You can drive these things pretty loud. Like all the headphones I tried went to an uncomfortably loud level if I wanted them to. Works really well on the go. I've used it out and about with all kinds of stuff. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is if you do jog the USB and manage to knock it loose or something so that this cuts out, when it comes back in, it's got the volume turned all the way down. It doesn't remember what volume you set it to, which is a little bit annoying. So every time you plug it in, it comes on at a very low volume, and then you're not sure if it's working, and you have to turn it back up again. And I'm sure that's good for a safety point of view. You don't want to blast your ears out if you changed headphones and forgot you had the volume up. But yeah, I think it'd be nice if it remembered where you were at on the last one and just carried on from there. But yeah, I've got no complaints really. It sounds good, small, light, didn't seem to eat my batteries too much, ran all the headphones I wanted. It's pretty good. I've enjoyed using this. I'm going to use it some more. Yeah, it's good for portable, especially if you're going on holiday, something like that. You want to bring some nice headphones to relax and listen to, and yeah, you can power them off this. So yeah, it's pretty cool little bit of kit. Quite expensive, but it's pretty cool. If you have any questions or anything, stick them in the thing. It'd be great if you give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I don't think it changes much, but it makes me happy. Cool. Right, anyway, awesome hanging out, and I will see you guys again. Anyway, it's been good fun going down the park and playing with this thing with crazy headphones. My God, I got some I think I gave a lot of people in the park a great deal of joy that day, just seeing some random guy dancing around with gigantic headphones on. But anyway, it's been great hanging out, and I will see you guys again